Hello. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Feels like I haven't been on in a minute, but my internet's been out, so I haven't really had the choice. I had to take a break. And I found that I cannot do much on my phone anymore. I used to do everything on my phone, but I'm too old for that. So my research project got put on hold. It is not what I'm going to be going live about tonight. It is a future episode. I've been putting a lot of work into it. It is going to be probably a series because I just don't think I can tell each one of these little girls' stories in one episode. But tonight is good news and bad news. Cairo Ammar Jordan has been identified as the little boy doe. If you guys remember back in April, I did an episode about a little 5-year-old boy's body that had been found inside of a Las Vegas suitcase in Washington County, Indiana, near Sellersburg. The town is called New Pekin or New Pekin. I think it's Pekin. But yes, so we'll do a quick review of that, and then we will go right into this craziness with the reason in the affidavit and all of that. But first, let's go ahead and look at, I'm going to show you, I have it on my, I'll just show that first, and then we'll go into the slides. I made some slides with the information for tonight. But this is the area. This is the suitcase that he was found in, as horrendous as that is. So on Saturday, April 16th, around 7:30, the body of a young boy was found near a heavily wooded area, 80 feet from the end of the 7,000 block of East Holder Road in New Pekin, Washington County, Indiana. He is described as a black male, approximately 4 feet tall, 5 years in age, slender build, short hair. Information gathered from the autopsy shed little light on the investigation and listed the cause of death as electrolyte imbalance, likely caused by viral gastroenteritis. He appeared to have been deceased around 1 week prior to the discovery on Saturday. He was found in a distinctive "Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas," approximately 30 inches tall suitcase. And then they are wanting you to call in information. We'll go ahead and read the press release. Let's see if I can just view it on the web. I thought I could. Oh, well. Well, I know I can. I'm going to try this. Here we go. Still doesn't make it much bigger. Sellersburg, Indiana, Wednesday, October 26th of 2022. Detectives with the Indiana State Police in Sellersburg have arrested a suspect in connection with the death of the unidentified boy found inside a suitcase in rural Washington County, Indiana, in April of this year. When ISP detectives originally began the case, there was little information available to assist in the investigation. A local mushroom hunter located the child in a distinctive Las Vegas-themed hard shell suitcase approximately 80 feet off Holder Road. Holder Road is a dead-end road situated in the isolated area of southeast Washington County in southern Indiana. No family members, witnesses, or acquaintances came forward to identify the boy or provide any information. Leads from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children also proved unsuccessful, as well as tips called in by the general public. Information gathered from the autopsy shed little light on the investigation and listed the cause of death as, quote, electrolyte imbalance, likely caused by, quote, gastroenteritis. From the onset of the investigation, ISP, crime scene technicians, detectives, and ISP laboratory personnel utilized any physical evidence collected in hopes of determining and locating a suspect in the crime. No crime scene investigation technologies were spared in this investigation, including recent advanced technologies only available through federal and outside agencies. Detectives at ISB Criminal Intelligence Analysts also utilized a variety of electronic, digital communication, and social media forensic techniques in the course of their investigation. As a result of the investigation and physical evidence gathered at the scene, detectives identified 2 suspects in the case. Detectives also identified the deceased child. On October 14, 2022, the Washington County Circuit Court issued felony arrest warrants for Dawn Elaine Coleman, aka freaking Mother God, 40, of Shreveport, Louisiana, and Dejaune Ludie Anderson, 37, of Atlanta, Georgia, for charges of neglect of a dependent resulting in death, a level 1 felony, and obstruction of justice, a level 6 felony. Additionally, investigators identified Dejaune, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't really care. She just needs to be found. Anderson as the biological mother of the deceased child. As a result of information gathered during this investigation, ISP Detective Matt Busick and ISP Detective Chris Tucker traveled to San Francisco, California on October 19th of 2022. Detective Matt Busick located and arrested Dawn Coleman with the assistance of the San Francisco Police Department. Continuing with information collected as part of the investigation, both detectives traveled to Los Angeles, California metro area, but were unsuccessful in locating Dejaune Anderson. Based on information gathered during Detective Busick's continuing investigation, on Tuesday, October 25th of 2022, the Washington County Circuit Court issued an arrest warrant for Dejaune Ludie Anderson for the charge of murder. Dejaune Ludie Anderson is currently at large and her location is unknown. The Indiana State Police request the public's assistance in locating Dejaune Anderson. She is described as a black female, 5'5", approximately 135 pounds. She had short, dark brown hair in her last known photo, shown below. But she is known to often wear wigs or hair extensions. Her last known location was the Echo Park area of Los Angeles, California. However, she is known to travel and has recently been to San Francisco, San Diego, Las Vegas, and Houston, Texas. Anyone who observes or has current location information on Dejaune Anderson is asked to contact the local police department with jurisdiction at that location. At this time, we can identify the child. He was 5-year-old Cairo Ammar Jordan from Atlanta, Georgia. Cairo would have turned 6 on Monday, October 24th of 2022. Authorities with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation assisted in locating and contacting Cairo's biological father after investigators were able to confirm the child was Cairo. This is the photo of the wanted suspect. The mug shot is from Kentucky, in Louisville, Kentucky Metro Corrections. So there she is. Mother murder here. And there is this is pretty recent. But again, it's not that great of a picture. I'm sure she's not going around mean mugging. I wanted to call attention to what appears to be a tattoo peeking out here of her yellow jumpsuit. just for anyone in anywhere, really. I mean, they've traveled all over. They were in Indiana, they were in Kentucky. What were the places that we just read off? All over California, Texas, and Nevada. So this lady needs to be found real quick. And then things start to get real weird. So we'll head over to the slideshow here. So this is where the area where he was found. Just discarded out here at the end of a dirt road, even though it didn't say dead end on the road. And like the detective mentioned the Kentucky Derby. And so I'm not sure, we'll have to we'll go back on maps and look at from Kentucky to how in the world did they end up in, because I haven't actually done that yet. So we'll just do that together. Here is where he was found. This is the area the suitcase was found. And there's a little flag that still marks the area. And he was buried, and I think this could not be more perfect. This little angel boy is what they have dubbed him in Washington County. They held a funeral for him. They had a graveside memorial for him. I mean, this town literally so precious, such precious people that cared so much about this little boy. It just warms your heart. If you have a moment, please go and check out the new interview that the owner, the mushroom hunter, the owner of the property, did. It is very moving. He just melts your heart. And they have, obviously now they will get to fill in this gravestone. And I hope that he is able to remain here in the loving arms of this community that absolutely loved him, in loving memory of a beloved little boy known but to God, asleep in the arms of Jesus. And this is him. This is a picture of Cairo Ammar Jordan, born October 24th, 2016, died April of 2022. And now let's read this doozy. It's April 16th, Matt Busick. On the evening of Saturday, April 16th, Jeffrey Meredith called 911 and reported finding the body of a young black male child in a suitcase in the woods off Holder Road in southeastern Washington County. Meredith stated that he was mushroom hunting on his property located on the south side of the road and had crossed over to the property that runs along the north side of Holder Road. Holder Road is a dead-end road. However, the road is not marked as a dead end. When Meredith saw the suitcase, which was not covered and could be viewed from the roadway, he approached and opened it. Inside, he located a pillow on a closed black trash bag. He ripped open the trash bag and found what he described as being a young black male child. Washington County Deputy Matt Hine was the first to arrive at the scene and approached and manipulated the suitcase and trash bag to confirm that it contained the body of a young black male child. I arrived on scene at approximately 9:40 p.m. and was briefed by Sergeant David Mitchell and was walked around the east side of the scene to view the suitcase. I then spoke with a recent I then spoke with a resident who lives on Holder Road. His residence is covered by video security with one camera focused on the end of his driveway, which also captures a portion of Holder Road below his home, closer to the area where the suitcase was discovered. He voluntarily gave us the hard drive to the security system. After the scene was photographed, the suitcase was closed and placed in a bag supplied by Washington County Coroner. The bag was secured and transported to the Washington County Coroner's office at approximately 12:10 a.m. on April 17th of 2022. On April 19th of 2022, an autopsy was conducted of the unidentified male child. On April 19th, 2022, Indiana State Police lab analysts transported the black trash bags located within the suitcase to the State Police lab for fingerprint testing and analysis. On June 29th, 2022, I was contacted by Mallory Webb, Indiana State Police forensic scientist, who stated she had obtained a fingerprint match from two of the trash bags located in the suitcase. The match came back to Dejaune Ludie Anderson, Georgia's driver's license, and address as 966 Westmoreland Circle, Northwest Atlanta. On July 25th, 2022, I was contacted by Mallory Webb, Indiana State Police forensic scientist, who stated she had obtained a second fingerprint match from the black trash bag located in the suitcase. The match came back to Dawn Elaine Coleman, Louisiana driver's license and address 814 Cotton Street, Shreveport, Louisiana. After receiving confirmation of the first fingerprint match on June 29th of 2022, I began to investigate Dejaune Anderson. It was discovered that Dejaune Anderson is the owner of Ashley Logistics Corporation with a listed business address of 145 Woodmont Lane, Atlanta, Georgia. The Georgia Corporation Division lists the registered agent for Ashley Logistics Corporation as Dejaune Anderson with a physical address of same address. Dejaune Anderson is listed as the CEO, and Child Victim 1 is listed as the secretary for the business. On March 12th, 2022, Dejaune Anderson was arrested by the South Carolina Highway Patrol. So on March 12th, she is arrested by South Carolina Highway Patrol. Anderson was charged with child endangerment, speeding over 25 miles an hour, failure to stop for blue lights. South Carolina Highway Patrol attempted to stop Anderson for driving 92 miles per hour in a 60 mile an hour zone. Anderson did not stop and proceeded to lead troopers on a pursuit lasting approximately 10 miles before she ran out of gas. Anderson was driving a 2019 Dodge Challenger bearing Georgia plate, returning to her business, Ashley Logistics. Let's read that Georgia plate. CSH 7991. Again, that was a Dodge, a 2019 Dodge Challenger bearing the Georgia plate CSH 7991, returning to her business, Ashley Logistics Corporation. In the vehicle with Anderson was Dawn Elaine Coleman, date of birth 3/11/1982, and a child that Anderson stated was her 5-year-old son by the name of, well, we know it's Cairo, and gave his date of birth as October 24th. He's going to be 6 soon, or he would have been 6 soon. Anderson stated Coleman was her sister. When the vehicle came to a stop, neither Anderson nor Coleman listened to commands and would not open the doors. Troopers had to breach the back driver's side window to make entry to the vehicles. Coleman was transported with the child to a Hilton hotel and given information on how to contact Anderson, who was transported to the Colleton County Jail. On March 31st of 2022, Dejaune Anderson was arrested by the Louisville Metro Police Department for robbery, second degree, outside of Bon Mar on the Oxmoor Mall, located at 7900 Shelbyville Road in Louisville, Jefferson County, Kentucky. The report states that during this incident, Anderson was stopped by mall security when she exited the store due to loss prevention, witnessing her concealing clothing items in a bag. When stopped, Anderson became violent and punched the security guard in the face. I don't know why extraterrestrial beings need to steal clothes for this lowly dimension of Earth, but okay. While in custody at the Jefferson County, Kentucky jail, Anderson made 2 calls to a woman who was believed to be Dawn Coleman. Coleman told Anderson, "We are okay and will be staying at her cousin's by the name of Vera." In the course of this investigation, I obtained search warrants for the Facebook accounts utilized by Dejaune Anderson and Dawn Coleman. On or about December 5th of 2021, Dejaune Anderson sent the following message on her Facebook account: "The son Y Michelle." This, yeah, with the vanity name Katu Katu. Interesting. My son is name, and it lists his name as child victim 1. On or about December 5th of 2021, Dejaune Anderson sent the following message on her Facebook account: "The son Y Michelle," with the vanity name Katu Katu. "I offer reverse spell, protection spell, activating your DNA, exorcism, hex, curse." Okay. On or about January 5th, Dawn Coleman made the following post on her Facebook account. Ankabella, with the vanity name Anek Kek. "I'm using my blood for this ritual." On or about February 19, 2022, Dejaune Anderson made the following post, the following status on her Facebook account: "The son Y Michelle," with the vanity name Katu Katu. "Can't wait to tell my story. I had to raise my frequency, heal myself in past lives, heal my ancestors, heal shit in the universe, heal Gaia to exorcism a very powerful demonic force from within my son. Had people in enough alignment with their soul to assist me. Still I choose my soul. Still I choose my soul, and was able to completely heal myself and remove old paradigms from my mind. I know you can choose your soul with no questions asked." This was on February 19th. On wait, I think I skipped some. On or about March 15th of 2022, Dejaune Anderson made the following post on her Facebook account. With Katu Katu. "Stop getting caught up in the vessels of this realm. You guys get caught up with how old the body is. If they adult and kids, etc., don't even know it's a full grown demon in a child body telling you what to do because you didn't choose your soul. Better start using your third eye." On or about March 18th, Dejaune Anderson made the following post on her Facebook account: "Katu Katu. You have to use your magic," spelled with a G, "for everything. We have transitioned to living in the now. If you still have trauma that is unhealed, you're creating resistance for us that are healed. Buck with your frequency. Stop this low vibrational movement." On March 18th of 2022, Dejaune Anderson made the following post on her Facebook account: "Katu Katu. Can't wait to tell this story about that exorcism, a book about living with a demonic child, and a podcast." Wow. On or about April 4th of 2022, Dawn Coleman made the following post on her Facebook. Ankek. Don't let the avatars fool you. There is a face under it. You need to see some have souls, some don't. Evil and wicked is hiding in plain sight. Must keep rising, AKMG. On or about April 8th, we're getting closer here. April 8th of 2022, Dawn Coleman made the following post on her Facebook. Annette Keck. Just because the avatar is of what we call a child does not mean that it is actually a child. There are beings that are here that are not supposed to be here, that pick avatars to hide behind, to play roles, to steal energy, and to ruin lives. You better check to see if the children that you think are children actually have souls, or if they're not malevolent beings with a soul and in a child avatar. Magic is real, curses are real, and there are some very powerful evil beings there that will curse your womb and then some. Nothing is what it seems, and we are catering to evil beings and children, avatars that aren't even children. Y'all need to rise. Most of y'all need to rise. Most will be wiped out. Maybe it's supposed to be y'all need to rise. Most will be wiped out because of your demons in this paradigm has no room for that. AKMG. OMG. On or about April 10th of 2022, Dawn Coleman made the following comment on her Facebook. Keck is what we're going to say. Most of the children aren't even really children at that, just in an avatar playing a character. On or about April 11th of 2022, Dejaune Anderson was released from the Jefferson County, Kentucky jail. Okay. On or about April 11th, 2022, Dejaune Anderson made the following post on her Facebook account, Katu. Just got out of a jail mission. Yes, had to do some healing and killing. On April 12th of 2022, Dejaune Anderson made the following updated status on her public Twitter account, Miss Deja Day, with the vanity name Miss Deja Day. At Friar Vince Lampert, good day, sir. I need to speak with you urgently. I have survived the death attacks from my 5-year-old throughout the 5 years he has been alive. I have been able to weaken his powers through our blood. I have his real name, and he is 100 years old. Need assistance. I obtained a search warrant for AT&T for historical cell phone data from the 2 cell phone numbers used by Dejaune Anderson and Dawn Coleman. I determined that these 2 numbers were used by Anderson and Coleman based on prior arrest records, as well as an additional search warrant that I obtained from Hilton Worldwide Holdings regarding their hotel reservations. On April 14th, 2022, between approximately 4:30 to 5:15, the historical cell phone tower location data places Anderson and Coleman's phones in the area of Holder Road, Pekin, Indiana, where the suitcase was found with the unidentified child inside. On April 14th, 2022, video from the surveillance obtained from the residence of Holder Road shows a vehicle coming into view on Holder Road, Pekin, Indiana, at approximately 4:53 p.m. This vehicle appears to stop at Holder Road in the area where the suitcase was found with the unidentified child inside. The video does not show this vehicle continuing to the dead-end area of Holder Road. On April 15th, Dejaune Anderson made the following status on her public Facebook account using the band name Katu Katu. This is a whole demon in a child body. Why you think she need a cigarette? Sorry. Losing energy, huh? 64-year-old in a child body was full of gifts and magical rights stronger than many of you because your frequency's not high enough. Start asking spirit to reveal these things to you hiding behind a body. On April 16th of 2022, the same day police were alerted to the discovery of the suitcase, an unidentified child, Dejaune Anderson, 2019 Dodge Challenger bearing Georgia plate CSH 7991 is captured by Riverlink's camera driving south on I-65 over the bridge from Jeffersonville, Indiana to Louisville, Kentucky at approximately 8:16. Okay, so they're driving from Jeffersonville back to Louisville. They were in Louisville because she just got out of jail there. So let's remember that for me later. A review of Dejaune Anderson's public Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter account show pictures of a boy of approximately 5 years of age that matches the pictures taken of the unidentified child during the autopsy. A review of Dawn Coleman's public Facebook and Instagram account show pictures and videos of her with the same Las Vegas hard side suitcase that the unidentified male child was discovered in. On July 8th, 2022, with assistance from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation agent Dan Sims, we were able to obtain a birth certificate for the child victim 1 listed under Georgia state file number. Child victim 1 was born on the north side at the Northside Hospital located in Atlanta, Georgia, county of Fulton. Cairo's date of birth is listed as October 24th or 26th. With parents listed as mother Dejaune Ludie Anderson, date of birth September 21st, 1985, father Vincent Charles Jordan Jr., born in 1989. Child victim 1, Cairo Ammar Jordan, was 5 years old in April of 2022. I make this statement not as a complete statement of the facts, but only to establish probable cause. There she is. There she is again. Make note that she does have a tattoo above her breastises. And then these are some off of Keck, the mother god, not. This is on April 8th. So remember that she based on the autopsy report, they believed that he had died sometime. So he was found on April 16th and that he had died sometime within a week of being placed there. You've been the same vibration for 3 months. That manifestation you want so bad is not coming. Vibrate higher. If you are chosen and you are aware of that and you've been awakening and you are still running around here with past lives, unhealed ancestors, unhealed, you are going to die too, because the new paradigm means you have to be fully healed. Carry on, y'all. Got to go. Too many of us that did the work and are fully healed are taking up the slack for many chosen ones who do not choose their soul and are not doing their work. We don't need you, aka MG. Just because the avatar is of what we call a child does not mean that it is actually a child. There are beings that are here that are not supposed to be here, that pick avatars to hide behind, to play roles, to steal energy, and to ruin lives. You better check to see if the children that you think are children actually have souls, or if they're not malevolent beings with a soul and in a child avatar. Magic is real, curses are real, and there are so very powerful evil beings here that will curse your womb and then some. Nothing is what it seems, and you are catering to evil beings and children avatars that aren't even children. Again, this is on April 8th. This was in the affidavit. Y'all need to rise. Most will be wiped out because of your demons. This paradigm has no room for that. And here she is in all of her illness. My name means life darkness. We come from dark matter and love. My mission is to support souls. 666 with some fireballs. Dawn Coleman. And there she is, looking way different. And that's the end of my slide, but I found some more things that and then we can have kind of some discussion time. But I'm going to take a little quick break to just you know, I just need a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All right. So, do I think that she's considered a extraterrestrial healer? This Dawn Coleman is. Other she likes to call herself Mother God and refer to her as Eye. Do I think that this is people that what do you call it? Like, well, black magic or into different types of beliefs and all of that. Does that lead to murdering your child? No. But with anything, when taken to an extreme where you believe that you are so special that you're not even of this world, look at the Daybells. There are other cases of similar child abuse. And we'll take a look at some of those, and they're from England. But it was a paper or like a write-up that I found that I thought was fitting for tonight. Do I think that this type of thing leads to murder? No. But if you think about the way that we are influenced daily, look at, I know I go back to it all the time, but look at the what Hitler did and the Nazis. Brainwashing is real. And when you go down, say you just want to mess around with a Ouija board, no big deal, like not so big of a deal. But then then the next thing comes along, and it is astral projecting and going to another realm, dimension, and vibrating yourself, then that doesn't sound so bad. And it's like, ooh, I want to clear my chakras. I want to have good energy. I want to have good vibes. All sounds well and good. And then the next thing you know, your child has become an avatar demon. And so you can end up somewhere that is just it's based on ego. Whenever humans, whether in Christianity, in different pagan religions, in voodoo, in Islam, in any religion, when taken to an extreme and have extreme ideologies, it can lead to situations like this. Children are being abused and killed over. I mean, we see it in Christianity with demonic possession, exorcisms, the Catholic Church. I grew up with knowing about exorcisms and demon possession. And here we see it in a different type of, I don't know what you would say it is, but like with anything inside of different types of beliefs and ideologies, there are extremes of that. And in my opinion, I was unable to find any kind of like Facebook, anything. I'm not saying that I dug on Dejaune Anderson, but I did find a boatload on old Dawn. And be leery of anyone that takes selfies all day, every day. And just as a rule of thumb, like that just screams to me anyway, like egotistical, higher opinion of themselves than deserved. Let's just to show you a little bit and notice the timing of some of these. This is Mama God. Oh, you can't see them. Hold on. Here we go. Notice the date here is April 10th. You can hear someone. I don't think it's this one. Oh, here's the. I don't know everything about
Is my music too loud?
What's going on in this. I do know some of the things, like she has the I think that's called, I don't know exactly what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue, but it's like third eye. She's got her feather wand, and she's about to do a reading for money that she claims she doesn't need, because it just makes your soul, like, you just leave your soul wherever you wherever you leave a money trail, because of this realm is out to get you. Yeah, beholder, it really is disturbing. This is her Insta.
Say, in particular, nothing special. That's why we need to be raising our vibrations and connected to the breath, so we can connect to our non-physical support. Now, I am a spirit guide, and so there are some beings that have their spirit guides on this planet in the flesh. But if you're not in alignment to your soul, and it's not a life or death situation, then you are not going to run into your spirit guide in the physical. But I am an angelic being, and I have ran into a lot of souls that I have been guiding through the dream space. But we all have guides. We have many guides. We have angelic guides. We have, if you have extraterrestrial DNA, you have extraterrestrial guides. Spirit animals are guides. Okay. And if your ancestors are healed, or you are fully healed, then your ancestors are good guides. But if you are not fully healed and you are not actively healing, then your ancestors may not be the best guides, because they are not healed. Greetings, everyone. That was a great question. Great question.
Yes, this is the one that's in custody. This is Dawn Coleman.
Yes, my support system is powerful, and it's not in the flesh. You're welcome. I do not need another being in the flesh that's not in alignment to their soul to do anything for me. Now, when spirit uses a being in the flesh to assist me, they are in alignment to their soul enough to assist me, but I do not ask anyone in the flesh for anything. I connect to my spirit team, and I set intentions, and they move for me. I don't talk to nobody here about nothing I got going. Hi, the Art Fairy. Greetings, love. You're welcome, Nikki. So I'm answering any type of spiritual questions, and in between doing higher self channels or intuitive readings, general or spiritual guidance.
For $10.10.
And we're just chilling. Hey, love. Keep shining, love.
I don't know what that is. It looks like an umbrella to me, but with some hair on it.
I miss y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to go live more often. There's a whole lot of things going on with the spiritual war. I'm having to have to fight spiritual war, because when many beings did not wake up like they were supposed to, then it caused for everyone else's purpose that were awakening in alignment to their souls. Their purpose had to evolve, and I have a lot on me, and I have to try to balance my own personal journey, my own personal evolution, while fighting a war constantly, and trying to go live or be assistance with that part. So yeah. So taking on the world spiritually, and if people are not in tune and not doing what they need to do to be in tune, then those beings are having a very hard time. And eventually they're going to be wiped off this planet, because we do not need that here.
That's just very... It's noticed today, April 10th.
Aren't you excited? I know I am.
Here it
art,
is. I want you to see
no, we are saying yes.
Here she goes. She's about to do a reading.
Greetings. Okay, love. I got you. Ashe. All right. I got you first. I did receive. Thank you.
She got her money.
All right, I got you, love. Let's see what your higher self want to say to you today. Hey, love, my reflection. Aren't we just spreading our fairy wings and flying? I am so grateful. We are doing everything that we want to do here. We are so in alignment to
She opened her
ourselves
eyes
that
there.
nothing can stop us. We are unstoppable. We are setting those boundaries. We are saying no when we want to say no. We are saying yes when we want to say yes. And we are saying maybe just because we can. There is nothing that we cannot be or do or have. And now, finally, we are both, you, and me, you, and us all are both in alignment to that knowing. I couldn't be more proud of you, and you should be so proud of you and us because we are one being. Soon we will be fully integrated. You are basically me. You are basically pretty much your higher self already. I am so excited. Now, when we fully integrate, it'll be by way of the heart chakra. Okay, it'll be a very powerful heart chakra activation, a big heart chakra purge. Whatever could possibly be in there that does not need to be in there, it will be removed, and then we will be completely one. Aren't you excited? I know I am. The art gallery is basically here. The new home, the brand new car, all of that stuff is basically here. And just keep manifesting, keep creating, go big because you never have to go home because you are already home within your hearts. I love you so much. I must go now.
Sorry.
That was for you. Oh.
Okay. So I think it's crazy. I think this is batshit crazy, right? But I could switch quickly over to a sermon, like from a pastor, and we could listen to that, and it can be perceived as batshit crazy too, right? So they both make money. I'm just saying, like, watch like here, just let's finish this and then we'll talk about that. There was another part.
So dope. Hey, sis. Oh, I love it.
I gotta find this other part.
The opposite of the result of what you're looking at is what you need to be focusing on. So let's use this as an example. Your car is broke down. It's not working right now. Do you want to keep focusing on the fact that the car is not running?
Well, here she goes. I think it was on this one. It's like,
I am holding space just in case, waiting for your response. And so as the vibrations of this realm of the planet and the universe as a whole keeps vibrating higher, the private readings are 45.
oh,
Absolutely. Nate, the great way to connect with your celestial family. So I'm just going to show you guys, because I think sometimes the showing and you guys actually seeing, because most of our celestial family is not in this earthly plane with us or in a body. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a few deep breaths and summon my celestial family.
Low-key life, I couldn't agree more. 100%.
Is there a message that my celestial family has for me? Thank you for showing up and coming into my space.
It's a third eye.
We love you.
It's called like something
we are so proud of you.
Something.
You are doing so much great works for all existence. And soon, everything will smooth out better. And you will be able to live a life instead of sitting in one room, holding space and moving energy. We're so grateful for you. You're saving not just this planet that you are currently on, but all planets. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so with that being said, yes, that was how I just connected to my celestial family, and they just talked to me. Woo! Yeah, we sure can, love.
I didn't mean to do that. It's like right at the
That's
end.
why I'm gonna have to get off these apps, and y'all gonna have to just get on my phone because I just it can't even hold me. Oh, it's incredible. That was incredible.
The arrogance here.
I needed that.
Like, I feel like anyone should be very leery of anyone that talks about themselves as a god, or that they're so powerful that if you could only understand where I'm at, then I could do you a favor. Like the manipulative, you see it from the pulpit, you see it right here, you see it from psychics and all different types of people that are charged with influencing a flock, so to speak. It's disturbing when it is, in my opinion, too much is given, much is expected. And bragging and letting everybody know is a sure sign that you're the unwise one. You're the one that doesn't understand. And it can fit in to voodoo, magic, whatever, pagan religions and Christianity. It can fit into all of those. When you take, like I said earlier, when you take anything to an extreme, you end up with extreme ideologies that lead to mass murder, war, and situations like this. This child was not viewed as an actual human. This was a avatar. This was a child that was not real. It was soulless and a demon. Therefore, justifying in their minds of why, because she is charged with murder. Remember that. And I feel like this woman is the driving force behind it. I don't know that for sure, but I just that's what I feel in my gut, that she is the driving force behind this other mother's, not that it's an excuse, not that any of this is an excuse, beliefs and everything. And but I do believe that this woman fully believes that she is an extraterrestrial, just forced to live in this mundane world of the normal folks. And normal people don't exist. If you listen to a lot of what she has to say, like, you're either an extraterrestrial being, or you are an avatar and you're not real. And everyone that isn't living up to their extraterrestrial higher self, their higher vibration, their paradigm of like, then they are lowly beneath her and deserve to die. Like war is being waged against them, and they're gonna die. She actually says it in one of these.
To the comments and chill, because it takes people a minute to even see.
There's another woman,
I'm
you can hear
live.
her. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is April 12th, right after
Hey, loves.
right after Dejaune Anderson, the mother of Cairo, got out from the Kentucky jail.
How's everybody doing? I couldn't pin my Cash App because my actual description was a little long because I'm doing a little bit of different stuff today. Hey, love, how are you, Virgie? I'm doing higher self channels again. I'm doing mental block pools for 50 alignment, which is me basically doing a frequency surgery on your body.
Okay, so like where was this child's body? Okay, like if he was placed there on the 15th, which is when the affidavit says, found on the 16th, this is the 10th or the 12th. So like, is he just like, is he here? Like, is he what? Because they're like on the run together. Like they're going on a, and she calls it something. She's going around to different states collecting pieces of her soul so that she can like heal her ancestors or something. I don't know. But that's what she's doing. So just like April 12th, April 16th is when his body was found. I don't know.
Vibration to align with what you're asking for. A mental block pull is me literally clearing your mental body. Our mental body gets full of thought blocks that causes us to be out of alignment to our manifestations and out of alignment.
Yeah.
What'd you send?
You guys hear that?
Well,
Started making like a really weird sound.
App did. Okay, so I'm gonna put that page on there first. Dawn Coleman page. That was my first page I actually started my journey out on, and then I had to get another page, and that's okay.
April 16th, 2022. Now keep in mind they've just like she's just like put a little baby, little 5-year-old baby with the help of the baby's mother into a suitcase and left him in the woods. On his body was found on April 16th. So just like keep that in mind as she's like here. Just
hey, my baby girl.
Hey.
I'm so proud of you. I've been coming around because I want you to know that I'm proud of you. You have been breaking all of the curses that I did not heal. And I am so proud of you. And I want you to start asking me for more things. I am here. I'm fully healed. Thanks to you. And I'm so grateful. And I just want to honor you and serve you and my grandbabies. And I want to apologize for anything that I did when I was in a body in this realm. For I did not know who I was, what I was really doing, and I was doing the best I can with the bit of memories that I did have in regards to me being a powerful being. I operated from the best I could, but I was broken. And I just want to admit that to you, apologize to you, ask you for your forgiveness, and never forget that I am here, and ask me for anything, and I will move things for you. I love you so much. And again, Daddy is proud of you. I must go. Well, you still talk to your dad. It's okay. I still did it. But we can still talk to the ancestors as a whole. You still want to?
So that was a reading for someone
Because you were
else.
specific about the ancestors you still wanted to hear from. Or do you want me to keep going? Everything is in the bag for you. The car, the home, the man, everything, because you are fully healed without any blockages. So this is completely different. You have to move differently. You have to use your mind differently. You cannot do the same exact things that you were doing once before. But everything is perfect. I see nothing but a clear, free way for everything to come to you. Just open up yourself to the receptive mode and the art of allowing, and everything will just come. It'll just flow. Only focus on what you want, and it'll just show up. Everything is right here, right here. Congratulations. I know you was crying because that was.
Oh, my Lanta. So whose house were they at?
How are you?
I don't know. Um, see what I mean by someone that takes a lot of pictures of themselves? Like, avoid. Avoid. That's just my opinion. If you take pictures of yourself, just evaluate why you do it. I just personally think it's weird. Man, I felt like it was this one at the end.
That was a dope example.
She starts talking about a child. Yeah.
Did anyone else have any questions or anything for me before I... Woo. Okay, so with that being said, yes, that was how I just connected to my celestial family, and they just... Is there a message that my celestial family has for me Thank you for showing up and coming into my space. We love you. We are so proud of you.
Louisville, Kentucky.
You are doing so much great works for all existence. And soon, everything will smooth out better. And you will be able to live a life instead of sitting in one room, holding space and moving energy. We're so grateful for you. You're saving not just this planet that you are currently on, but all planets.
You are saving not only this planet, but all planets. That's that egomania I was talking about. And you can find that in anywhere in this little living room here to the pulpit on Sunday. When we put ourselves as above others and that we are susceptible to a lot, and protect yourself against people in all genres that portray themselves to be the be all end all of whatever it is that they're talking about. Humility is not overrated. It's not. A little quantum mechanics for you. I don't even know. I was just looking at the dates of all of these.
Manefikia fukutu satati safokoto sotatanana dalagana.
Get dragged through a human program that no longer exists. There are no mortals here. Wake up, carry on. I am bibbity bobbity booping everyone on me, period. Us love us. If you supposed to be here, instant bind, descend and death if you not supposed to be here. AK Mama God. Bibbity bobbity booping. Sorry. Okay. It's not funny, but it's funny. Horus, something Eye of Horus. I think that's the necklace that she has on. Can anybody in the chat confirm that? She's the one who needs an exorcism. Yeah. And see, that's the thing with like perception. There are people out that are 24 likes, and there are people that do, it's just because it's not my personal belief. I have looked into it, and it is very easy to get pulled in, and it feeds the ego. That is for sure. There are a lot of things that are used for that purpose, and you have to be careful. You have to be discerning. Discernment is and question everything. Question the motives of, and then question your own motives of like, why is it? What is it within me that I want to believe this so bad? Whatever that belief is. I can't, I can be logical enough to look at something different than what I am and see that if reversed, my faith could be viewed as just as illogical. The point that we have to be careful is when we start to believe that we are special. We're not special. We're not. And that can lead to trouble in any religion whatsoever. It is usually against most religions to believe in such. And we can look at this lady and we can think that she is batshit crazy and have a bunch of mental diagnoses for her. But at the same time, I do not think that all people that believe in the same things that she does are bad. Like, that's just absolutely not going to be the case. And they can it's when you take things too far, just like with anything, you can ruin a good thing real quick and ruin good intentions real quick. And then I had one more thing to close. I wanted to read. Witchcraft and black magic contribute to an increase in child abuse. Witchcraft and black magic are increasingly factors in the abuse of children, councils have warned, with official data showing child protection cases based on faith or belief are up by a third in the last year in England to almost 2,000. Lancashire, Bradford, and Leeds recorded the highest number of cases in 2018-2019, but social workers across the country logged increasing numbers of incidents on the previous year, including 71 in Nottingham, 35 in Bristol, and 34 in Southwark. It means councils are now dealing with the equivalent of 38 such cases a week, said the local government association, which is calling for more resources to tackle the problem. Cases based on faith or belief include abuse under the guise of witchcraft, treating spirit possession, and through black magic. Again, you can switch out treating demonic possession for Roman Catholicism, Christianity, just keep that in mind when anything's taken too far. The data publicized from the Department of Education was received by campaigners as evidence that social workers are getting better at identifying often hidden and culturally complex factors in abuse. But there was also alarm that the numbers are rising so long after the high-profile deaths of Victoria Kimby, 8, who was killed as a result of ritual abuse by her guardian in 2007. Cairo Ammar, 7, who was starved to death in 2008 in Birmingham by her mother and her partner, who had a strong belief in spirits, and Christy Bamu, 15, in 2010, killed by his sister and her partner in an exorcism in their East London flat. The data also showed the number of children identified by councils through a social work assessment as either having or being at risk of female genital mutilations has reached a record high, with 1,000 such cases in 2018 and 19, up 6% on the previous year. Rising cases of FGM and child abuse linked to faith or belief are extremely worrying and are destroying the lives of children and young people in the communities across the country. Social workers have become better at identifying the signs. It is encouraging to see practitioners identifying harmful practices that can lead to serious injuries or child deaths. When I did that study in Benin, Laos, that's actually where I heard that Katu, it's a tribe in Laos. So the voodoo is widely practiced, and I had done a live about it on a different platform. And so I did a lot of research, and they believe in like karmic luck, and if like so say you're having just bad luck, and someone is pregnant, and say the dad loses his job and grandma falls ill, there is a evil spirit, a bad spirit, in and amongst the family unit. Therefore, if there is a baby or a child, that child will be taken to a witch doctor and diagnosed. And then if the bad luck, evil spirit is coming from this child, they will be taken out. This is no shit, to a tree and beaten on it to death, or they will be boiled alive, or they will be poisoned in a, it sounds like the better of the choices, but it's actually probably the worst. I read a story of a little girl that was small breasted, and the father had his money was just disappearing by the time, like, he'd get his paycheck and his money was just being gone, just gone. And so the child was to blame because obviously with the small breasts, she was not she was a dark spirit, and so she was poisoned. And a medicine man and was in a healer was actually talking about this case to the person that was undercover and telling them about it, and like in such glee of like, yeah, we killed that dark spirit and we got that family had better luck after that, and the dad stopped losing his money after payday. And it sounds crazy to us here in like America and in like civilized cultures, but for a tribe, this is their beliefs. And I watched this woman who was talking about it, because also if you are born breech, if you have a baby that's born breech or gives you too much sickness, then that is likely because that baby is a dark spirit and it needs to be killed. But they don't believe it as that because they don't believe that it's actually a real child. And for the sake of the family as a whole. And I watched this mother speaking, and the pain in her eyes was real. And it was, I had to do what I had to do for the sake of my other children, for my husband, for my mom, my dad, my sisters and brothers, my tribe. And unfortunately, a dark spirit was born in my child and it had to go, and like, while I don't understand it, I was trying to, yeah, like, especially this one was in Benin, Audrey, but in small tribes in different, like I said, that there was a couple more small like areas in Africa that I'm not thinking of their names. I just remember Laos and Benin off the top of my head. But yeah, and these are third world countries. This is there are not the access to information, and it was kind of sad and kind of cute but kind of sad, where a slew of missionaries in, like, I think particularly Roman Catholicism and Islam were going to these villages and teaching them about, you know, like the Roman Catholic missionaries were going there and teaching them about God and Jesus. And you can tell that they're not, like, the villagers are not completely understanding what is being taught. And so they're still trying to incorporate voodoo into the new religion that the missionaries are bringing to them. And so this one scene is these villagers going up to a picture of Jesus, and it's just a, you know, framed picture, and this medicine man is banging them in the head with it, just banging them away, banging and banging them away. And like, that's what's going to get rid of the dark spirit. That's what's going to clear up your, you know, cosmic energy, and get rid of anything that's not karmically good. And there was one of the little things that I recorded where she says that she was like, you don't want to have a karmic child, do you? And but, you know, like, and I'm just thinking of that little boy, that poor little boy, like, that these two women can you imagine the emotional abuse before the physical even started, of like, you're a demon, you know, like, you're not of this world, just like completely, like, just dehumanizing, you know. And that's why I go back to, we all think we're not susceptible to it, but we are. History has shown us that we are. Look at cults, look at modern day cults, and look at the Nazis, look at what Hitler and the leaders were able to do. They dehumanized Jews, and they were killed in the millions because they were not viewed as humans, just like what this lady is diatribing about. You know, it's scary. And that's why it's like with anything, you know, being in the middle, just being kind of in the middle is not a bad thing. It's just really not. And not taking things to an extreme beliefs are never going to be good. And be leery of anything that is extreme. It's not, I don't like passiveness. I don't like passiveness in people that I know. Like, I tend to be distance myself from passive people. I just don't care for that. But also, like, extremists, but just scare me, you know, like conspiracy theorists and people that want to believe something different because they want to feel special, you know, and they are intellectually above, they are emotionally and energy vibration above. Well, I just think that Mama God is awful. Like, she's just god awful. And I think she should be probably charged with more. Like, I just don't feel like like, yeah, she's completely to blame, but they're on, like, she's on the run. They haven't heard her story yet. And usually the first one to get their story in is the one that the courts hear. But like, I have a feeling that these two women murdered him equally, and it's upsetting that she's not charged accordingly. I don't know all that they know, obviously, but yeah. just be careful. What goes in will come out, and be careful with what you put into your mind, because it will affect you. And this poor little boy, he wasn't demonic. He wasn't an avatar. He was none of those things. He was none of those things. He was just a little boy in a situation that is just beyond disturbing. And to go back to that affidavit and to listen to his mother say me, mine, I over and over again, because she's more important than her child. I think that speaks volumes into who she is. And let's just go ahead and show her one more time, because she is currently on the run. Here she is. Hopefully she's caught soon. I did see a family member that was blowing up old mama dog's Facebook, and saying that she believed that mama god dog over here was this lady. This lady was the one to blame, and that she's led her astray, and she believed what she was selling, and then she killed her child. So yeah, there's that. Where is that one? Can't wait to tell my story. I had to raise my frequency, heal myself and past lives, heal my ancestors, heal shit in the universe, heal Guyana. That's one of them too. To exorcism a very powerful demonic force from within my son. Had people in enough alignment with their soul to assist me. Still, I choose my soul, and was able to completely heal myself and remove old paradigms from my mind. Myself, my stop getting caught up in the vessels of this realm. You guys get caught up with the old body. If they adult and kids don't even know it's a full-grown demon in the child body telling you what to do. Oh, because you didn't choose your soul. Better start using your third eye. The Eye of Horus is what I believe that necklace was. I need to look it up though, but yeah, like I said, I have friends that practice different pagan religions, and they're amazing, and they're definitely not going out and killing their children. I'll tell you that. They definitely are not egotistical and so wrapped up in themselves that they can't even see the forest for the trees. That's for sure. Yeah, Professor Pug. But that's all I have for you tonight. Pretty definitely an unexpected way for this to turn out. This case, definitely didn't see that coming. Didn't see the reason behind his murder. Couldn't have ever thought of something so out there as for the reason for a child to be killed. you know. But I want to say hi to some people before I go. Hey, Lake, how are you? Yes, very sad. Beholder, hello. Professor Pug. And reach into my soul and pull it. It won't hurt. I'm way blown the middle when it comes to any religions. I don't trust any of them really. Chris, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Dan, hi. Good to have you here. Audrey. Kaleidoscope, hi girl. And Grandma Sherry, hello. Yeah, Horus. That's the Eye of Horus. Nick. Hi, Nick. What's up? Angel Bear. Hello. How are you? Chaotic Beauty and Crime. Hello. In the third eye, it can become a slippery slope. It comes down to good or evil, simple. Yeah, Nick. Yeah. You know them by their fruit. Yeah, to each their own. If you get something out of it, that's then fine. But when you do evil in good's name, just that. Yeah. Agree. Hey, this account. How are you? True Crime Bloke. Hello. Well, I really appreciate you all being here tonight. You know, tough things. Tough definitely a tough thing to read. Hey, Polygraph, how are you? Yep, I'm going to go too, and I appreciate you all for being here, and I hope you have a good one.